Morning everyone, my name is TARUNPAL and today we will discuss about the fiction, what the fiction is and what are the different parts of the fiction. So stay tuned with us and watch the video till end. Fiction. It is works of prose in which imaginary stories, either realistic or unrealistic, are told. The early types of fictions are fairy tales. These are imaginary stories that tell the story of supernatural characters. For example, Cinderella and Aladdin and his magic lamp, the stories in Arabian Nights. These are some examples of fairy tales. Now, fables. Fables are stories in which animals can talk and are very intelligent. For example, the Panchtantra or stories about the phoenix or dragons. Modern fiction. Novels arrived in English in the 18th century. The first great novel in English was Tom Jones by Fielding. Every novel has these 5 elements. First, setting, when and where the story takes place. Second, character, the people or sometimes animals the story is about. Plot, what happens in the story. Theme, the lesson the writer of the story is trying to teach the reader, the message. Point of view, who is telling the story. First person point of view uses I and is told by one of the characters of the story. Third person point of view uses an unnamed narrator who knows what all or most of the story's characters are thinking. Types of novels. A social novel. It is any novel that describes the ordinary social life of people. For example, The Mayor of Casterbridge, Hard Times, Vanity Fair. A domestic novel. It is a portrayal of domestic life. Example, Pride and Prejudice. Historical novels. These are drawn from history. For example, A Tale of Two Cities. Autobiographical novels, based on the life and experiences of their authors. For example, David Copperfield. Epistolary novels. Kinds of novels that are written in the form of series of letters exchanged between characters. For example, Pamela. Stream of consciousness novels. Novels that are concentrate on the inner minds of the character and their mental reactions. For examples, novel of Virginia Woolf and James Joyce, Mrs. Dalloway. Science fiction. The effect of scientific discoveries in the 19th century has influenced the creation of novels. For example, The First Man on the Moon. Novels of terror arouse the feelings of terror and mystery in the reader. Example, The Castle of Toronto. Detective fiction. The plot of such novel is women around the investigation of crime or a murder. For example, Agatha Christie's novel. The short stories. The short story is a brief work of literature, usually written in narrative prose. What are the differences between a novel and a short story? A short story can be seen as a slice of life. A novel would cover an entire life. A short story covers a narrow time frame, whereas a novel could cover a massive time frame. A short story most often only includes one geographical location. On the other side, a novel could cover many geographical locations. A short story can be anywhere from 500 to 9,000 words, although most magazines prefer them to be under 2,000. A novel can be anywhere from 60,000 to over 1 lakh words. What are the similarities? Both a novel and short story should have a beginning, middle, and end. Follow the 3-act time frame. Both should start with a great hook so that the reader doesn't want to put it down until the book short story is finished. Both should have an inciting incident. Both should have the characters facing obstacles, setbacks, and minor victories. Both should end with the climax of the story. Both should have a conclusion to the story. While the short story helps the author become clear and concise, the novel offers the opportunity to expand and elaborate descriptions, subplots, and characters. This is it for today. Thank you for listening and watching. God bless you all. Please subscribe to our channel for more videos like this in future. Thank you so much.